Hello, hello, guys. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good weekend and staying warm, wherever part of the country you live in, or part of the world, or country, or um. Yeah. Anyway, won't keep you long. Kind of show you a couple videos. In this introduction, I'll talk about certain issues about race, and I don't know why people have so much bias against black people. And sometimes vengeance don't always come the way the racists expect it to come. In these three videos, I'm going to show you what the consequences being racist towards black people and probably a few others, but mainly black people, have caused these people in these videos. Shout out to the content creator, starting with Lucas.
Poetic justice. Oh my goodness. So, I don't know if you happen to notice, but we are off to an amazing start in 2026, okay? We've just got to take a moment and accept and be grateful for the W's that we already have in the bag thus far. Let's just point some out. First things first, Charlie Kirk isn't here anymore. Okay, I'd say that's a big, giant W, okay, depending on your perspective. Now, I will say RIP, and the P doesn't stand for peace, but Charlie actually wanted people to purchase this shirt, okay? He told me personally, face to face. He said, Lucas, go Max, and I want people to support you and buy this shirt because I think it's powerful. That's what he told me to my face in a dream. But he still told me that. So make sure to abide by Charlie Kirk's last wishes. Come on now, dog. Second up, we have Candace Owens, all right, who I didn't have on my bingo card, attacking the widow of Charlie Kirk. And then thus leading to a fracture in the Republican Party just ahead of midterms, okay? Absolutely amazing. We have Vivek, right? Vivek got, bullied offline. that's gold. And most recently, we have Scott Adams. That's correct. For those who don't remember, Scott Adams was a cartoonist, okay? Known for his comic Dilbert, but he's best known for his racist rant on black people. That's correct. Where he basically labels all black people as a hate group. And then goes on to tell white people, hey, you got to move out of, black neighborhoods. Don't get around them. Stay as far as away from you can. According to this poll, that's a hate group.
Translate your content into 29 languages in just seconds with...
According to this poll, that's a hate group. That's a hate group. And I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the fuck away. Wherever you have to go, just get away. Because there's no fixing this. This can't be fixed. Now, mind you, this all stemmed from his just low IQ Neanderthal knuckle-dragging self misinterpreting a study. I want you to understand that. He misinterprets a study and then comes to this conclusion, that means that they hate all black people. But nevertheless, I digress. To give a little update on Scott Adams' current predicament, is that he has been diagnosed with prostate cancer and he's paralyzed from the waist down. Now, I don't mean to laugh. No, scratch that. I do. Okay, because I think evil people who spread evil things, that's what they get. All right, that's what they get. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't do it. I didn't cause them to have that. I didn't do it. Don't look at me. The same thing with Charlie Kirk. I didn't take the shot. Don't look at me. The same thing with Erica Kirk. I didn't say she did it. Don't look at me. Don't blame. Don't shoot the messenger. But also, I just want, I don't know what it is, but I think that maybe like God's calling card, okay, is like paralysis on these racists. That's how you know God is, definitely has some melanin. Even the scripture says that, but we won't get into that. Because if y'all remember that other one dude, Dennis Prager? Yeah, Dennis Prager. When he was asked, hey, why are Jews, so wealthy so well off. What can you explain that? And he goes on and says that, well, you know what? Black people have a victim mentality, and Jewish people don't have a victim mentality. That we take accountability for our actions.
Oh, I'll tell you, I have the answer
Go
for
for
you.
it, yeah.
They didn't see themselves as victims. It is the most paralyzing thing in black life, what the left is doing to blacks.
Stop it. Get some help.
Jews did not walk around thinking they're victims even after the Holocaust.
Why not?
Because they knew it is completely self-destructive.
How did they know?
I don't know. It's a great... well, maybe because of the Jewish tradition has always been, we take responsibility for our own suffering.
What?
Then he also has another banger by saying that, hey, there were good slaveholders. You have to understand, there were probably good slaveholders who treated their slaves well.
There were undoubtedly many nice slaveholders in the South. This is not meant facetiously, again. It's meant literally.
Come on now, dog. Yeah, this guy is he's riddled with a whole bunch of bangers. Y'all remember PragerU, the fake university that would just pump out just fake bullcrap history, and they would have the little Kundis Owens and all the little, Sambos and Paige Shills to just say just foolishness, just absolute dribble. So, once again, I didn't do it. Paralyzed, bro. Paralyzed. This time, not from the waist down, from the neck down, bro. He up in a wheelchair. I don't know what to I don't know what to tell you. You can't tell me that God is going paralysis.
We warn these people, we tell these people, keep your mouth off of us. There are Hebrew brothers and sisters been online saying we are the people. They still look down upon us. They still speak down upon us. Certain these individuals like this. They mock us. They mock the culture. They mock black suffering. And now it's payback time. Watch this. Here's another idiot.
There's a way to get great local web design clients through email, but it's not what you think. You're not blasting out hundreds of spammy
We have an update on our boy Dalton, aka Chud the Builder, and it's sad, man. Chud is getting more desperate as the days go by, and it's kind of pathetic. Chud has been more angry, more desperate, more unhinged after coming to the realization that the racist grift ain't gonna work, bruh, or be as profitable as he thought it was gonna be. Because at some point, the supporters of the racists are gonna run out of money, right? Like, they can't just fund the lifestyle of any and all racist grifter who come online and want to get paid thousands of dollars for calling children the N-word. Shiloh Hendrix hit a $700,000 lick. Y'all not hitting that lick again. All right, so Chud raised about $30,000 on his Give, Send, Go campaign, but Chud only had about one source of income left, so that $30,000 ain't gonna last him too much longer. But he was demonetized on YouTube. He got fired from his job. Nobody is giving him any business, because nobody wants to do business with somebody who calls children the N-word. So the only source of income that Chud had left was Twitter, right? The couple $100 that he was getting from Twitter and the government assistance and the food stamps and the Section 8, that was keeping him afloat. Well, that's until now, right? Because he just lost that too. Chud announced that he has been permanently banned from the Twitter Creator Fund. Advertisers don't want to pay Chud for his racist posts, and he's been appealing away. He's been appealing his little fingers off, appealing. And they told him, listen, man, after a thorough review, our team has determined that your account does not comply with X's creator monetization standards. Specifically, your account is in violation of the hate or extremist content section of our standards. This means your account has been permanently suspended from our creator revenue sharing program. Not temporarily, permanently. Meaning that even if he decides to change up his content, he can never make money off his content on Twitter. And Chud is having a panic attack over this, man. Because this was the last shred of revenue he has left. And like, that's supposed to be obvious, but it's not obvious to him, which has me confused. He says, calling black men the N-word with the hard R to their faces after they initiate confrontational contact is hateful and extremist. Chud. Yes! Calling black people the N-word with the hard R is hateful, okay? Advertisers don't want to promote their product and what they have going on a post like that. Can you imagine a small business, right, who, let's just say, I don't know, right, a small construction company? Can you imagine somebody clicking on a post of Chud where he's screaming N-word, 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 and they go below and they see an ad for this company? Bro, that's just damaging. But he can't get in his thick skull that calling people the hard N-word with the R is bad. So then here's where he goes with this Messiah complex, right? As if he's doing something so impactful, right? Like as if he's trying to save the white. So he goes, as a white man, you must bow down and say sorry to the bioweapons that are plaguing our communities, or else you are hateful and extremist. See you on the field. So his idea of going to the field or getting in the field after losing his Twitter revenue, after having his Twitter revenue taken away by a white man, his idea of avenging his Twitter revenue being taken away is by driving 1 hour to Nashville, Tennessee from Clarksville to call black folks the N-word with the hard R and record it. So this man is getting back at black folks because a white man took away his Twitter revenue. Elon Musk is from Africa, but he ain't black, bruh.
Anywhere you see these dumbass painted on a wall, you can bet your ass it's a every time. Dirty dirty trash. Every time you see dirty you see dirty trash. You know what I'm saying? You got dumb and trash. They go hand in hand every time. You know, bunch of trash every time. See how these people live? I mean, it's disgusting.
By now, everybody kind of know the shtick already, so it's not really like having the effect he really wants. But instead, it had the opposite effect, because now people who were supporting him is like, hold on, bro. You told us the reason why you were going around calling these black people the N-word with the hard R in your hometown of Clarksville is because they were harassing you. You drove an hour away to harass black folks in Tennessee, in Nashville, Tennessee, that did nothing to you. We can't get on board with this, bro. Even the racist is calling him out. Person says, laugh my A off, gang. You just said they were harassing you. Well, we see that was a lie. And he says, poor doesn't like when the white man spins up and womp womp. And dude says, nah, I'm not mad. I was on your side at first. But you said they was messing with you. And clearly they're not messing with you. You are the one antagonizing these people, and you are the one who are harassing them. He don't even know, the more he do these videos and expose his hand, the more the sympathy act is not going to work. When you even have your first off, I don't know how anybody could support this dude, but you even have your racist supporters saying, yeah, bruh, you going too far, bruh. And like, we don't like black folks like that, but we not down for just harassing random black people, bruh. Like, you is out of your mind. That's crazy. Now, he likes to present himself as this super masculine, right? As a super masculine white dude who represents the dying breed of white masculine dudes, which, bro, I know plenty of masculine white guys. Like they just aren't racist. Like, bro, like you don't, like, bro, you are not a dying breed of anything. There are a lot of white chads out there, okay? But he's embarrassing himself because, even that video, dude literally threw something at him and it hit him. And he ain't do a goddamn thing about it. He walked away. Bro, like, you're getting punked in these scenarios. There was another scenario where he goes to this particular store, a gas station or wherever it is, and they tell him that he better not come in. That if he steps foot in that store, it's going to be problems. You know what Chud did? All right? Chud hopped right back into his vehicle and drove off. Now, he called them the N-word, but he made sure not to step foot in that store because he knew what was going to happen to him, right? So all of this, I'm not apologizing no more. I'm not getting pushed around, bro. You just got punked on your own camera and you posted it as if you got a W.
You don't do it if your man be Look at him pulling his out. But you don't do it if your man be going his Don't walk up on me. Hey, I think you got room now. I need to get a monster. What are you talking about? You own this place? Hey, don't walk up on me like that. Don't walk up on me. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing but chimp out. Trying to say I can't come in the store. Look at these dumb ass chimping out. What y'all gonna do if I walk in the store? What y'all gonna do if I walk in the store? Look at him pulling his dick out. But you don't do it if your man be going his dick. Walk up on me. Yeah, my dick. Dumbass.
Sound the alarm here a bit. We need to have an urgent conversation about your future.
He lost his business. He lost his ad revenue. He can't support. He has to even have a child. And he took time to do something like this. But he see how where his IQ is at. It's costing you consequences. Your hatred and jealousy and envy towards black people have cost you your income. Then you have to feel like you have to be vengeance to go attack the people that do, and it makes it even worse. Now people that even who are white on you, who might agree with you to a certain degree, they know you stepped over bounds. That's crazy. That's crazy.
The white supremacists are fighting. Video by Jack Saint. Oh, that's a good name right there. Oh, yeah. Ain't none like a good right-wing, conservative, nationalist, Christian, incel civil war. Gotta love it.
Tommy Robinson got freed on Twitter so he can go and lead all the hooligans, all the soccer guys, to fight the Muslims. Finally, we get to fight the Muslims. No, you idiot. You are being unleashed as stupid Goyim hordes to suppress the Palestinian protests. And once this is over, they're going to throw you in jail for doing it ever.
On November 15th, 2025, self-described Christian nationalist influencer Stephen Yaxley Lennon called self-described Christian nationalist influencer Nick Fuentes gay. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Nice. I love it.
In the spirit of holiday cheer, I'd like to talk about the growing divide between Nazis.
I feel like you and me connecting was the beginning of what people now are calling this like Christian-Muslim alliance against Zionists.
One of the things I've always maintained...
Oh, boy. Sneeko, he just loves this fucking validation from these guys. For some reason, it's pretty sad.
...about cancel culture around public figures is... it doesn't generally matter what someone gets cancelled for.
Yeah, man. Historically, white supremacists, they love partnering with minority groups, using them to overthrow somebody that they identify as an enemy of both groups. But once they overpower the enemy, every single time, they betray their allies, and it's always one way. It always goes one way. They did it with the Native Americans. They did it with the black separatists. They did it with the black nationalists during the time of segregation. They've done it time and time again with brown people in the Middle East. They always renege.
The AARP aisle, where every shelf is packed with perks just for you, from hotel and other
Always renege, bro. Always. Every single time. This is what the white supremacist does. This is how they've been forever. Just listen to this excerpt from this book I've been reading on American history. Amazing book, by the way. This book should be a mandatory read in every American high school. The fact that they don't make you read it is insane. A classic national bestseller, a book by Howard Zinn. A People's History of the United States. Listen to what this Native American chief said in 1832 about white people after his people were betrayed for like the fucking millionth time by the white people who were constantly trying to renege on the treaties and agreements that they would form with the Native American people. And so essentially they would form agreements, they would completely like renege on them and then become very violent towards them. Listen to what this chief said after he had to eventually surrender because they were outnumbered so much. This is Chief Blackhawk in 1832. I fought hard, but your guns were well aimed. The bullets flew like birds in the air and whizzed by our ears like the wind through the trees in the winter. My warriors fell around me. The sun rose dim on us in the morning, and at night it sunk in a dark cloud and looked like a ball of fire. That was the last sun that shone on Black Hawk. He is now a prisoner to the white men. He has done nothing for which an Indian ought to be ashamed. He has fought for his countrymen, the squaws and the papooses, against white men who came year after year to cheat them and take away their lands. You know the cause of our making war. It is known to all white men. They ought to be ashamed of it. Indians are not deceitful. The white men speak bad of the Indian and look at him spitefully, but the Indian does not tell lies. Indians do not steal. An Indian who is as bad as the white men could not live in our nation. He would be put to death and eaten up by the wolves. The white men are bad schoolmasters. They carry false books and deal in false actions. They smile in the face of the poor Indian to cheat him. They shake them by the hand to gain their confidence, to make them drunk, to deceive them. That's what they're doing to Sneeko right now. And to ruin our wives. We told them to leave us alone and keep away from us. Sounds like black people, right? We're always saying why these niggas don't fucking leave us alone, why they always got our names in their mouth, right? They followed on and beset our paths, and they coiled themselves among us like the snake. They poisoned us by their touch. We were not safe. We lived in danger. We were becoming like them, hypocrites and liars, adulterous, lazy drones and talkers and no workers. The white men do not scalp the head, but they do worse. They poison the heart. Farewell, my nation. Farewell to Black Hawk. You see, what happened was the Indians, they helped the American colonies to fight off the French and eventually fight off the British to help these American colonies, and they were promised land. Treaties were signed, but guess what? One day, a white man found gold on Native American land. And then the president, Andrew Jackson, one of the most despicable, horrible men to ever live, possibly the most racist president in all of American history. He reneged on every single treaty, constantly pushing them west further and further. And every time they didn't move, they would just go and kill them, slaughter them. And so all of you raccoons, all of you self-hating Muslims, all of you confused brown people that think you can ally with the white supremacists, with the white nationalists, history always repeats itself, bro. If something happens the same way every single time, you can bet good money it's going to happen the same way again. You partnering with these people will not result in you being accepted. You will get no security. You will have no loyalty. You will have no safety. The second, literally the second, that they want something that you have, that you hold a position that is not absolutely convenient to them or perfectly aligns with their whims or desires of the moment, you will be disposed of. These people, they're evil. They have no morals. They have no values. They have no principles, bro. This is what you need to understand. I don't know why this is so hard for people to see, man.
It doesn't generally matter what someone gets cancelled for if they continue to serve a use to their main audience. This is why you'll constantly see musicians and actors and politicians outed for the most blatantly cancelable actions you could think of, sexual abuse or domestic violence or being a Nazi, and continue to have highly successful, lucrative careers. Some of them are even financially supported by the wealthiest people in all recorded human history. If Kid Rock goes into the woods and writes the lyrics, young ladies, I like them under age C, some say that's statutory, but I say it's mandatory, but then continues to make...
You're strong at Planet Fitness. Just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime.
Shout out to the Brother Channel for bringing that history out.
That's January 9th.
Shout to him for bringing this history up. Hold on. Damn it. Anyway, yeah, so this is cause and consequences what's happening to people that are racist. And now they lose, like the young man, he's losing his job. If he would did something productive being a white male instead of focusing on hating black people, he would probably be in a better position for him and his son. If Scott would have just kept his, and he got Scott and these other people just kept our name out of their mouths after people been consistently been injustice for decades after decades and centuries, if they would have just leave us alone. If you don't want to deal with black people, stay the hell away from them. But you can't. But these people that can't. And like I mentioned in the video, if black people, if God Almighty put us in a place halfway around the world, these same sons of guns will try to befriend to get over to see what we're doing and take that away. Just like they would go up, like they would do, like what's up to Greenland, what they do over in Africa. They got that colonize. We want to come as your friend. The next thing you know, next thing you know, we want to live among you. Next thing you know, it's like, okay, now they wants to get among you. Next thing you know, they want to set up laws around you. And so no matter what, it's like, why do you keep coming around to people that you don't particularly are trained not to like and think and despise? And why would any people that you who know that you don't like them, who know you don't despise them, want to be around you? You know, just leave people alone. It's as simple as that. Is it worth losing your job? If I didn't like a group of people, I'm not going to keep making derogatory terms for them, for one thing, and keep putting them down when they're already suffering. And so they already have some injustice around them. They already have literally about the race, Black American history out the books under the skies of American history. You've done quite a bit. Just leave black people alone. And, you know, that's all what some black people just want to have peace. Like, can you just do something on your own? Why are you so focused? You have 150 activities as a white male. Like these people do. You have 150, whether it's music, arts, creativity. White men in the last 10, 15 years have been in things. Why don't you focus? People can't focus on their craft. Why is it you always focus on another group of people? And this is not to all white men, but the white men like this. Why they can't focus on that? You know, okay, you have your brand of country music, rock music, Christian music, whatever. Leave black people alone. You have your own brand of sports and shit. Leave black people alone. You know, do your thing. You got from fishing to hockey, you got all these activities that you can put your energy into, being against another people. And that's why you suffer. That's why some of you are going to suffer. The ones that carry this animosity, prejudice, and racist. And we have warned you as a people, 2019 is up. That 500-year history, 400-something years of slavery, which once they constantly deny, they keep denying it. And black people are like the prophetic voice. Men and women told you. And even some white people got in the face of God and told you, leave these people alone. Stop it. But you now you have to bear the grunt in front of it. And this is to the people. There were white people that woke up. They see it coming. And try to tell the other people, hey, leave black people alone. They're the people of the book. But they keep coming at us. And every time, even though the infliction and pain like any other group of people is going through, but particularly in this country, it's consistently, there are innocent blood. for innocent blood to shed on our side, and now it's reaping open into the Caucasian side. And don't matter what political party that they are, whether they're left wing, right wing, liberal, or whatever. Subconsciously, it's coming at you no matter what the lifestyle. Even if you have a political agreement, and it's the circumstances is causing your mouth to cause your own get yourself taken out. It's not that by hands of man; it's by hand of circumstances. And bad situations happen, just like it looked like someone like Donald Trump think he's going to win and do all these things. It's going to fall back, and it's going to be millions of innocent lives, not just black and brown lives, but white lives are going to be caught up in it. Just going to eventually get the people that's rich and white that look like his kids and grandkids, because he opened the door. See, when it starts seeing that, that's what some people have to the people who are conscious, or people never. How long has this been happening? Been ignoring, and when black people try to tell you the injustice for centuries, and you accuse them, oh, they just crying. They just been. Why don't they just take it out? Now you see the circumstances what happened. And I don't take pleasure in laughing at someone who's suffering an illness like prostate cancer. But the dude, he opened the door, his mouth opened up. Sometimes good just shut up, or have no opinion. But since he's white, he felt had the right to say that. He paid the price. Same with the other man. And they know, but they choose to turn off the reality of their mindset, what another group of people have. And they think that by writing it out and shutting down and shutting us out, it's going to be erased. Just because your opinion as an individual doesn't mean that history is going to be, is not going to be erased. This is what they don't understand is. So you can stifle black people, but there's the Most High that made all the human races that know what race, the issue of class status and race based on poverty and everything else. He's going to adjust and suggest we're just. And when we do, it's not about we want to get vengeance and we're going to attack all the racist group of people. No, I believe most black people want these other people. Just stay the heck away. If you got that animosity and prejudice because of our skin or complexion or what the stereotype is, just stay away from people. If I got that kind of animosity and don't think highly of people, why would I keep wanting to be around the people I don't think highly of? I don't think they despise of. They don't. I wouldn't want to be around, and they wouldn't want to be around me. And then because I'm tired of this, my family, my lineage, or my status, my education, my class. You're not all that. You flesh and bone like everybody else. You're gonna go to the grave just like anybody else. There ain't no status in heaven. Once you leave this earth plane, that's it. No matter where you're gonna go. No matter what your status is in its earth. When you get to heaven, you might be serving the very people you despise for eternity. So you got to think about that. And you choose not to, then you will be reliving. And I heard a story about all the slave people, as he mentioned. Well, let me tell you a story what happened. There was a man, and there's some people that had an out-of-body experience. They was on their deathbed. And Jesus took them to hell. And went to some part of the dimension in hell where all the slave people they put in slavery, and they have to live there for the rest of their life. Their hatred, their animosity. Every time. Think about all the injustice that's in the land, like America. They think they're going to get away with it, brothers and sisters. They're not getting away with it. If they die hating us, if they die being jealousy, envious, they got carried into eternity. And hatred, I can't stand those blacks and them other people. Well, you will enter into paradise. Your paradise will, the worst thing to torment in the mind is that whatever you had in you, you're gonna have to live it to eternity if you leave this earth. And maybe someone like Scott, maybe he should rethink about that. Why he got prostate cancer, and the other guy who's paralyzed, why he got his condition. Because when you hit the other side of this life, everything was recorded what you said about another group of people. God ain't forget about that. And you can't enter his kingdom because the very people that you despise and don't highly of is in his kingdom. So while your family think that you up in paradise, you might not be in paradise. And what if the Most High, through his Son Yeshua Mashiach Jesus Christ, made you live out for eternity? For all the envies and deep down jealousy and hatred that you had towards another group of people. Did you imagine? That's for the rest of your life, I couldn't stand these people. And you had to relive. And then on top of that, Jesus had to take you to some part of hell and show you what the slaves been through, what the generation, what the trauma and terror feel like. See, one thing about white people like that, they don't understand. Yeah, you're right. You might have not to see it. They can erase out a book. But if you leave this world, you might have to encounter in the afterlife. And you will feel because the victim of what you've done. And my question to people like these racist people, do you think it's worth it? Your legacy you spread. Your children will be put to shame because of your actions. It's not the children's fault of each racist. It's the parents, what they select, what they decide. And I feel sorry for his little boy because he didn't come in the world his dad being a fool. It's not his fault. But they're going to learn. We're in the last days. And remember 2019, people will warn you. We warned you. 2019. We were the people that told you, leave us alone. Now you're seeing what happened. Now it's like the white side of you is starting to get the punishment like the black side and the other side. And these other people starting to see what black Americans have went through. Indigenous people went to. And you can't take it. You got another 250 more years to go through this. You're going to feel to reap what we feel. You're going to feel it. You can't hide away from it. And the ones who carry that mentality, the ones who are not, God bless you. The ones who see what we're talking about, you understand what it is. But you have people among you that choose to look away. And it's going to come at a cost. And you start to see. So, you make a choice. Keep on being racist. Because you have to go to the afterlife. You might suffer in this life. Consequences. Not by the hands of man, but by the hands of circumstances. All right then, ladies and gentlemen. Hope this has been very enlightening. Until next time, take care, be blessed. Shout out to all the content creators and subscribe to their video. Till next time, see you on the next video.